Hi and welcome to BooksBeautyKendra. I'm Kendra and today I have another book haul. It's been about 2 months, so it's pretty good for me, but because it's been 2 months, it's a lot. It's quite a few. I haven't counted yet, but yeah, let's just get started, okay? First 2 books that I have to show you, I bought because Book Depository was closing down. It's now closed, so I can't get stuff from there anymore. It's so sad. So they are Flawless by Elsie Silver. This is about, you can see, bull riders and a PR person, because the bull rider said he didn't like milk and he was being sponsored by milk, and so she has to come in and help his image. So that's that one. And then I have the sequel to, this is To Covet a Countess, by Sapna Bhog. I don't know. But this one is, yeah, sequel to another book. What is the other book called? I can't see it. Historical fiction, Indian girl, white man. It'll be fun. The last one was fun. I'm hoping this one will be fun. Next I have 3 mangas. I have Spy X Family Volume 9 by Tatsuya Endo. This is a really fun story about a man called Lloyd Forger, and he is a spy and he needs to make up a pretend family for a mission he's on, and he adopts a daughter first, then he finds a fake wife, and the daughter is a telepath, the fake wife is an assassin, the daughter knows who everyone is, no one else does. It's a fun time. They also have a dog later on in the series, which, of course, he's different as well. I'm not going to tell you how, but he's different. That's a fun time. Then I have volumes 1 and 2 of Waiting for Spring by Anashin. I don't know what this is about. I can't remember. But it's about the basketball team. Yeah, this one's about the basketball team. I love basketball. I love sports romances, and I've just been seeing these everywhere, so I thought might as well give it a try. Then I have some standalones. I have 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. This one has gotten a lot of hype. It's got one of those annoying stickers that don't come off. But yeah, I think this is a second chance romance between Eva and Shane. Yeah. So when they were 15 years younger than they are now, they spent 1 week together and fell madly in love. And then they started writing about each other in their books because they're both authors. Now they're starting to find their way back together. And I've heard nothing but good things about this, so it should be a good read. Next I have 2 Emily Henry books. One I've read, one I have not. The one I've read is Beach Read. This one's a fun one. I like it. It's a bit emotional too. I also like this one is a bit emotional because it does go with grief and loss, as well as, like, there's this cult in there or something, because January and August, how very creative, Miss Emily Henry. Still a fun book, and depressing a bit. But January and August went out of 3%, were academic rivals back at school. She still thinks of them as rivals, he doesn't really. Then they dare each other to swap writing genres. And so she writes mainly romance, he writes mainly literary fiction. And yeah, they have to swap romance and see who can finish their book first or sell them most copies. I can't remember what the deal was, but because it was a long time ago that I read this. but it was a good time. Next one I haven't read is You, Me and Me on Vacation. Almost said You, Me at 6, which is a band, not a book. Also by Emily Henry. This is another second chance romance. Friends to lovers, I think. And it goes between Poppy and Alex. Poppy is a travel writer. I don't know if it's for a blog or for a newspaper or what. But she's a travel writer and they keep going on trips together until 2 summers ago when it all goes wrong. And now she wants to bring them back together for one last hurrah. See why their friendship went sideways. You'll find out. I think they already know. But yeah, should be a good time. Next one is a chunky one, and it's not really a standalone, more so as it is a volume of like a 4-part book series. It's from the Library of Esoterica, and this one's on astrology. It's very big. Let's see if I can hold this up. It's very beautiful. There are images inside, but the images inside can be a bit raunchy, so I'm not going to open it up and show you just in case I land on something not safe for work. But this is gorgeous, and they have, I think, 4 of them or 5 of them. And yeah, they're all equally beautiful, but I chose the astrology one because that's the one that interested me the most. The next pile of books are from Rare Melbourne, because I went there and I may have talked to some authors and I may have picked up some of their books. But that's what you're supposed to do, isn't it? It's what you're supposed to do. So, I also got some other books signed, but didn't haul them. So, they're just on my shelves again, ready to be read. And Nina's barking. She gets so excited. Okay, the first two I have, English. From Polly Holmes, I have Cupcakes and Conspiracy, the prequel to Cupcakes and Cyanide, the Cupcake Capers. That's what the series is called. Cupcake Capers. Cupcake Capers. That's hard to say quickly. And basically, I think it's like cozy mystery romance sort of thing, where it follows this lady and her sisters. Well, the first one's about her grandmother, Betty. And there was basically a murder in the town and they have to solve the murder. Yeah, so it's about the granddaughter. Does it say her name? Charlotte. There we go, Charlotte. Can't remember the names of anyone, really. So it's about Charlotte and her sisters, a series. And they're short, they're sweet. They're a nice time. Then I got 2 from Nana Malone. I got the Heir, a Gentleman Rogues novella. No idea what this is from. What this is about, sorry. I know where it's from, Gentleman Rogues. But I have no idea what it's about either. This one I kind of know what it's about because I've heard a few people talk about it. And that's The Spy in 3B. And yeah, this looks good, and I was the last one to get it, and it's signed, and I'm excited to read it. Can I open it? Yeah, signed and personalized. I'm very excited to read this one. This one's about 2 spies, I think, and they go into a dating app and they find each other. I don't know. Sounds good though. Should be a fun time. Then I have Wrong Car, Right Guy by Megan Wade. This one is like a plus size girl, a normal sized guy, or like a buff guy, I don't know. not plus size. So it says, I was trying to be a good friend. My bestie was dumped unceremoniously, and when I spotted his car, I felt the need to write him a quick note on the hood. You know, just a word or two about what I thought of his actions. No big deal. Only it wasn't her ex's car, and it was a big deal. A really big deal. So yeah, that's part of it. It's boss-employee romance. She didn't know it was her boss. But yeah, that one should be fun. This one's a dark romance. And I don't know how dark. I've only really read a couple dark romances. They weren't too dark, but this one just looks very dark. Just by this. And by that skull on the back. I think it's MM. Yeah, it's MM. This one's The Light Beneath the Dark by J.P. Sayle. This is the first author I was talking to at Rare, and I got excited and I bought it. I don't remember what it's about though, so let's find out. It's about, a motorcycle club. Lincoln is the president, and then Mason Davenport believes in the law. So Lincoln Stone and Mason Davenport. One is a lawyer, I think, and one is the president of the motorcycle club. Should be good. I am excited for that. Next, I have first in a series. Well, these books are first in series. I have this cozy mystery series, In the Company of Witches by Auralee Wallace. An Even for Witches B&B mystery. I have seen it one place and then I tried it myself and I started liking it, but then it was due back at the library, so I got it myself. And it's about the Warren witches. Yeah. And they run a B&B, an inn. And they find that a guest has been found dead in one of their rooms, and one of the aunts of the main character has been accused of her murder. So that's a bit intense, that's a bit exciting, but still cozy because, I don't know, look at that. That looks like a cozy mystery, doesn't it? And it's so small. Look at it, it's like a me-sized book. Okay, next I have another historical romance. I have A Reckless Match by Kate Bateman. This one is Hate to Love, which that's fun. That's always a fun time, watching hate turn into love, but it's not really hate at the start. They actually, well, one of them isn't really hating the other one, usually. But, I really hope it's not like Romeo and Juliet inspired though, because it kind of sounds like it. Oh well, I'm excited by it. Should be fun. Then I have Spoiler Alert by Olivia Dade. This is about a fan fiction writer, I think, who's, she likes to dress up as the characters from TV shows and stuff. What is that called? A cosplayer. And it's the guy who's a fan fiction writer, and he's also the star of the TV show that she loves to cosplay for. He ends up going on a date with her for some reason or another, and yeah, she gets exposed on the internet, I think, for doing some plus size cosplaying, and he defends her because, of course, people on the internet aren't always the best. So that's why they end up going on a date. Figured it out. Next I have Anna Maria and the Fox by Liana de la Rosa. This is another historical romance, but it's not the normal ones because this is Latina lady and maybe a Latino man. I don't know. But yeah, I don't remember what it's about. I just remember it being interesting, so I got it. And I heard it being interesting. Much like this one, I actually didn't hear anything about it. It just sounded interesting. Don't remember what it's about though. The Ruthless Lady's Guide to Wizardry by C.M. Wagner. Look at that cover though. That is an amazing cover. It's a fantasy novel with a petty con artist. That will be a good fun time. Next I have a very viral, I think that's the word, TikTok viral thing, book, The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. I finally caved and I got it. I got this one. It's a billionaire romance and it's got Disney, well, Disney-like theme park, which I am a Disney adult. Shouldn't be, but I love it. Can't help it. Oh well. And basically the grandpa dies and he leaves his theme park to his 3 grandsons, but they have to fulfill certain obligations, I guess, so that they can get their inheritance. And he sets it up so they all kind of fall in love, and yeah, this is the first one in that series. Next I have, what are they? Sequels. I have sequels to books I already have, I've already read or am reading. I have first, which one's first? Book 3. The Apothecary's Poison and The Magician's Diary by C.J. Archer. Got these just after Rare, so couldn't get them signed by C.J. Archer. Oh my gosh, I was behind a girl who had 30 books to sign and she's like, no, go ahead in front of me because you only have a few, I have so many. Like, thank you so much. But anyways, these are the continuations in the Glass and Steel books. I really like them. They're historical, fantasy, romance kind of books. And it's like got a magic watch that they're trying to figure out how to fix, and she's a daughter of a watchmaker. He's got the magic watch that's keeping him alive. He's got a bunch of like people helping him, and the first 2 books are just a really good time, and I need to continue on with the series because I really like it and it's finished, so I can move on to the next one. Okay, next I have the special edition. Oh, it's a bit funny. Why is it a bit funny? I think it's just in how it came out. Keep This Promise by Corinne Michaels. This is the 3rd book in the Something series. Who knows? I don't remember. But the first book is Help Me Remember, which is this one. I also have Give Me Love somewhere. But Help Me Remember, that book is about a girl or a woman who loses her memory, and because her brother got attacked and killed and she got attacked at the same time, and in her brain she has who killed him but she can't remember, so she has to try and remember on her own. No one's allowed to help her. And then the guy, the hero, helps her to try to remember but without actually telling her anything of what happened. And then one day she finds a ring in her apartment that she has no idea where it's from. And it's fun. It's a really good time. Then I have the only middle grade I have here, because I haven't been reading a lot of middle grade recently, but I really wanted this one because it's part of a series that I really like. So I got it. I got Shadowghast by Thomas Taylor. It's an eerie on-sea mystery. This is a good, like, kind of fantastical mystery, middle grade. It's a fun time. It's like book 3. Yeah, book 3. Malamand and Gargantus are the first 2 books. And yeah, I don't know what this one's about because I can't remember, but Malamander was a good time. Gargantus was a good time. I enjoyed them. The next one is a sequel to a book that I'm currently reading, and that is The Witch's Blade, book 2 of the 5 Crowns of Ocrith by A.K. Mulford. The first book I'm really enjoying. I think I'm about halfway, just past halfway done with it. And then I was like, I should really get this one, because what if I really want to keep going in the series? And then I know the 3rd one's coming out soon, so I got this one. Because I want them to kind of match, even though this has got a different feeling cover to the first one. Oh well. This one again I got after rare, so I can't really say it got signed or anything, but the first one got signed. It has a map, I just saw it. It's the same map. Same map as the first one. But yeah, can't tell you what this one's about because it's a sequel. So the first book is about Remy, who is a red witch. Red witches have been hunted for a long time because of their association with the Mountain Court, or the High Mountain Court. And yeah, High Mountain Court, that's what it is. And basically she gets found out by these four Fae warriors, one of which is a prince, and they have to try and help each other out, really, and it's so far really fun. The next 2 books are, I don't know which one's the second, which one's the third, but they are the next 2 books in the Tattered and Torn series by Catherine Cowell. So I have Hidden Waters and Falling Embers. I think this one's first, this one's second, so 2 and 3. So this is like a romantic suspense kind of small townish novel series, book series, romance series. I don't know why I said it like that. Who knows? But the first one, you can't see its back. It's behind these books. The first one is Tattered Stars, and that one is about this girl whose dad kinda has some mental health problems, is in a cult. Like the whole family is in a cult, and it's like a doomsday prepper one. And one day her dad, when she was very little, kidnaps a girl, and so the main female character has to be brave, and she goes and tells the sheriff that her dad has a girl, because that's not really allowed to go against the family and go and talk to outsiders. So she kind of gets excommunicated. That's what it's called in the church. I don't know what it's called in real life. Who cares? She gets excommunicated from the family, disowned. She gets disowned from the family. Figured it out. And yeah, it was suspenseful. It was good. The romance was a bit insta-love, so I'm hoping for more from these. I really liked the writing style. I really liked the plot. I'm hoping the romances get better. So yeah. And then lucky last, one I'm very excited for, even though I've only read 2.5 books in this series, is If Only You by Chloe Leese. This is the 6th book in the Bergman brother/sister novels. This one's about Ziggy. Yes. Ziggy and Sebastian. Oh no. Not the biggest fan of that name for personal reasons. But yeah, it should be a fun time. there's always good representation in Chloe Lisa's books. So I'm excited to see the youngest Bergman child's Bergman sibling, they're not children anymore, romance. Should be a fun time. It looks like it's soccer and hockey. So yeah, that would be fun. Anyways, they are the many books that I have gotten over the past 2 months. Let me know in the comments below what book you've gotten recently and if you've read it yet, because I have only read one of these books that I've gotten so far. Well, 2 of these books really. But one was like a while ago that I read, beach read. The other one is Cupcakes and Conspiracy, and that was a good short book. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, if you got to this part of the video, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, all that jazz. And I hope to see you soon. Not a long break like it was this time, but soon. Okay, bye bye.